All right, after a little bit of a slip up and an accident, we are back. And thanks to one Mr. Kevin from Wrestling with Issues, well, it looks like you're going to have a best of 8 for Cesaro and Sheamus. Go over and thank them real quick then for me, would ya?
I'm a man with a plan.
What is going on, guys? I am one, the only, the WOOKIE, bringing you your results for today at Clash of Champions, as my wife tells me to keep it down, sweetie. Don't be so loud. Don't be so loud. There was really nothing to get loud about here tonight at all at Clash of Champions. As always, it's that time. I got to give it to you. You guys know the deal here when we do our videos. Every time I do a message or any video out to you guys when we do the review, it is time for the good, the bad, and the delete. If my music works. Nothing seems to want to work tonight. Oh, boy. There we go. The good, the bad, the delete. What was the good of the night? I personally think the good of the night is going to have to be the women's match. Also, match of the night. And we did not see Sasha kill herself, which, you know, you can't see me doing a little sign of the cross there. But it was much, much needed to not see Sasha die at all. Thought she was going to die tonight because normally in her matches, that's what Sasha does. She's going to, dive over something, land on her neck, or she's going to hit something wrong and land on her neck. We also saw how much makeup, I guess, they put on themselves because when they ripped that back strap off of Sasha, we just saw a big old pile of makeup just hanging out there, and that was kind of gross. But it was what it was. If you guys are seeing the wrong thumbnail, I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on. We're going to take your guys' calls here in a little bit. I'm going to flash up. Actually, you know what? I'll flash it right now for you guys. You guys can call into that number and give me your thoughts and opinions on the night. The bad of the night? The bad of the night's going to have to be the end of the main event. I think somewhere in the back of our heads, we all knew this was going to be, and we're going to take your guy where this is going to be a fuck finish somewhere along the way. We knew it, right? Like in the back of our heads, we knew this was going to be a fuck finish. We knew this wasn't going to be, dare I say, very good. Now, in my heart of hearts and in my mind of minds, I wanted to say no, they were going to make Kevin Owens look strong tonight. That unfortunately did not happen. I don't feel like they made Kevin Owens look strong at all tonight. I mean, he looked good in the ring as always. Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens, and he's always going to look good in the ring. But when it comes down to it, what's going on, Sapper? When it comes down to it, he still couldn't retain the WWE Championship all by himself. He still needed help from Jericho. I thought it was going to be Triple H that came out, and maybe we'd start the, I think we all are kind of looking for the start of the pedigree versus pedigree challenge. That is may or may not going to be happening, I guess, at this point in time. Who the hell knows? Don't forget that number on the screen again, 401-268-4001. I should probably, let me move this a little bit for you guys. I don't know a good place to put this. I don't like how OBS does that. It's really hard to read. But we'll put it right there for right now. Going into it. And the delete moment of the night. The delete moment of the night is going to have to be Cesaro and Sheamus. Although they put on one hell of a match. We kind of unfortunately called this on the prediction show. Kevin and Nick both said that we're going to have a match 8, and I think obviously they're 100% correct. We're going to have a match 8. Neither of these guys, I think they were double counted out and deemed unable to finish, was the whole upstart of everything. That's my delete moment of the night. But I'm going to run down the card for you guys real quick. We open up with New Day versus The Club, or Gallows and Anderson. New Day retains this one. Why? Oh, why, WWE? Do you have to put faces in heel situations? Okay. A face tonight who, as far as I knew, the New Day were supposed to be the face, and Gallows and Anderson are supposed to be the heel. Tell me if I'm wrong on that one. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody out there, go ahead. Tell me. No, I'm not wrong. But yet again, we're using foreign objects and stuff of the like and distraction and all that to win the match or to help win the match. That's not your place, New Day. You are faces. And I'm not sure if that was scripted or if that came off the cuff, but that's something that is not okay. It is definitely not okay to have a face using a foreign object. They're a face. Just not what is cool. Next up, we have TJ Perkins going up against the Brian Kendrick. Now, I'm a huge Brian Kendrick fan. I have been since the CWC. I really wanted him to win this one and to have a TJ Perkins chase somewhere along the way, or have him, I don't know, like have him do something where he's chasing. I think Brian needed this. It would have ended that redemption story. He would have had the championship, and it would have been fantastic. But instead, we got TJ retaining. Now, I understand TJ retaining at the same time. I do. I get it. Okay. He just got it, 2 weeks ago, probably now at this point. I get it. Okay. I understand TJ retaining. I guess I was just hopeful. And this was the slowest cruiserweight match I have ever seen. This was not even anywhere near reminiscent of what we saw on the CWC. This was just two guys at 205 in a WWE match. I mean, they had a couple of crazy high spots, but nothing like what we saw at the CWC. That's what I was expecting out of this match. I was truthfully and honestly expecting something crazy. These guys just to go ham. And it never, ever, ever, ever came to that point, and it really upset me. I don't know if they were playing it safe or what WWE decided to do at that point. Sheamus and Cesaro, we talked about this one earlier. This one ends up in what they're calling a no contest because neither man could stand up, I guess, towards the end. Cesaro gets into the ring, says, I can fight with one arm. He's going to do it. And Sheamus wants to get back in the ring too, but they're dragging him off. And I want you to go thank the guys over at Wrestling with Issues because they said it. And I even said right on the show when we were talking, you guys realize that that's exactly what's going to happen now, right? Like, you realize that something's going to happen, and we're going to have a match 8. And sure enough, looks like we're going to have a match 8. I'm done with these guys. I don't want to see Cesaro and Sheamus on my television anymore. I'm done with Cesaro. I mean, you've taken Cesaro, somebody that I could actually get behind and wanted to see win and do well and succeed, and you've taken him and you've completely brought him to the point where I don't want to watch him anymore. Tell me if I'm right or wrong on that one as well. Sami Zayn versus Jericho. I think it's all safe to say that this is going to be a best-of-3 match. Usually when Jericho takes the first one, the opponent, i.e., like we just saw it with Styles, and we've seen it with a few other dudes too, will take the next two and will propel them to greater and greater heights. Charlotte v. Bayley v. Sasha. I think arguably the match of the night. I don't think there was a match that could quite beat this one. They all got their stuff in. They all looked good. I don't think anybody came in looking strong, but again, we got Dana getting involved. I don't know. Like, all night long, we're having referees send people out of the ring. Go home, go home, go home. And now all of a sudden we're not going to send anybody out of the ring. Now we're not going to send anybody to the back area. Dana's okay. Come on. Fluidity makes sense. I mean, I guess it really didn't start till the matchup coming. But why is Dana even there? And I don't know if it's necessarily going to happen tomorrow night, but I think we're all going to see it come very, very shortly, is that somehow Sasha's going to blame Bayley for what happened, and then Sasha's going to turn on Bayley, and then we'll have their cat fight, because Nia Jax won her match in the very, very beginning of the night, so does that propel her to the next one up? We don't have very many women left. I think we have, Emma and Paige, who haven't been seen for a while. And then we're also going to have, and Nia Jax, I'm sorry, that's the three. That's all that's left. So who goes into a program with Charlotte? Or is it going to be business as usual, and we're going to end up having, Bayley and Sasha continue to be on this roller coaster of whatever it is they're calling it. Charlotte walks out the champ. We go to Rusev and Roman. Ugh. What were we thinking here? Obviously the punishment's over. But I'm not sure what we were thinking at this point in time. Let's just breathe that in for a second. Because I don't know what to say. I thought Rusev was going to continue to be the United States champion, was going to walk out with his championship and, clap the hands, all is done. And then I didn't know what was next for Roman. Now I'm left with what's next for Rusev. I mean, he's had the United States championship. Obviously, he's going to get his rematch. That much is fair to say. He'll get a rematch, as all champions who've lost do. But then are we just going to go to a 50-50 booking? Rusev takes the championship back from Roman Reigns? I guess KO needs somebody to work with, but is he going to still work with Seth Rollins? I don't know. Like, it is so, like, I don't want to see Seth Rollins v KO again. I'm done with that. I'm done with Seth's whiny baby attitude. I'm done with it. That's why I was honestly hoping that Triple H was going to show up tonight and we were going to start a feud between them two. That way we can get Seth Rollins out of the damn picture and I don't have to watch him anymore. But now we had a fuck finish at the end of the night, so therefore I'm going to have to deal probably with another 2 to 3 to 4 matches of Seth Rollins versus KO. And how many times are they going to do this to us where they're going to say, hey, you know what? Fuck finish, fuck finish, fuck finish. Let KO win one clean so he can get that monkey off his back. He won the championship, dirty. Now he's retained the championship dirty. Let him win one clean over Seth and be done. Be done with it. Because we can't continue this. Jericho is going to go off. He's got a Fozzy tour coming up. Obviously. He's got a Fozzy tour coming up. Jericho's not going to be around forever. He's probably going to be around just long enough to put Sami Zayn over. And then what? Are we going to go back to Zayn versus KO? I know we all say it. We'll watch it. We absolutely will. It's always a phenomenal match. But can you drive that storyline? This isn't NXT anymore. I think the casual crowd's going to get very, very bored with what you're producing if you're going to continue to put Sami Zayn going up against KO. Maybe this is Rusev's time. Maybe Rusev dropped the title next pay-per-view, KO wins clean against Seth Rollins, and then Rusev is brought up. But then we have heel versus heel. Are you going to do, it's not like we haven't done this before in the past. We've done heel versus heel in the past. I guess it's no big deal. But I'm tired of that. I want babyface versus heel, but I'm done with Seth Rollins. Bring me a new babyface, okay? And I'm sorry, babyface Seth Rollins is the same as heel Seth Rollins. Cry. Cry, cry, cry. Burn this mother trucker to the ground. On the screen, guys, you can see the number. If you feel free to call in, let me know your thoughts. I'm very curious to hear these. Moving on after Rusev and Roman, obviously we talked about this. KO is going to go up against Seth Rollins. And again, another great match. We knew we were going to get good stuff out of these guys. They're two of the higher echelon guys who give us great matches week in, week out, every pay-per-view. We know what to expect. We knew what we were getting, and we know what to expect. It was the finish. The finish did me in. I couldn't do the damn finish. Jericho comes out. He's out there way too long. For my taste. This should have been, he's in, he does something, KO gets the victory, send it home. But instead, he does stuff, the ref gets knocked out, and then we're going to do more stuff, and then Stephanie's going to bring out another ref, and we, again, fuck finish. Which is just going to continue to drive the damn Seth Rollins storyline of, you're fucking me over for the championship. You're fucking me over for the championship. And it's going to continue to go that way, and we're going to continue to have that until we get a new person in. Finn Balor, maybe? I don't know. I'm very, very confused. I was not happy at the end of the day. I wanted to see KO win clean to prove that he could win this championship by himself as opposed to always needing help. Now, again, like I said in the beginning, he won it dirty. He retained it dirty. Does that mean he's just going to be cheating forever? He's not the powerhouse that Triple H was at his time in his heyday. He needs to win a couple clean, just proving I am better than you. I am that damn good. It needs to be there. But as always, I want to thank you guys for coming in today. That's all I'm going to post. We'll have Raw tomorrow, Smackdown on Tuesday. Lucha, we're going to be doing on Wednesday. That sounded awful. We're going to be doing Lucha Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, we're going to be doing T&A. So I see there's a few more guys. If you guys want to call in, feel free to do so. Now's kind of your time. I was wrapping it up. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's show. Any of the matches, feel free, call in. All you got to do, grab your cell phone, dial the number that's on the screen, and call in. Tell me what you guys thought about tonight. If I don't get a call here in the next, 60 seconds or so, I think we're gonna send it home and see what's going on. Just gonna kind of check out Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do. At @IAM_the WOOKIE. You can obviously hit that like button for me. That helps me out a great deal. And you can also hit that subscribe button if you are new. That also helps me out a great deal. Also check out all the links in the description down below. And as always, guys, I have been your Wookie. And just remember, if you shake your lightsaber more than twice, you are playing with it. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for watching.